Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I just recently talked about some souvenirs from my Star Wars vacations, and this is a little bit more of a Dungeons & Dragons bend to the same idea. I've got my chainmail out here ready to go. Wanted to discuss how, as a kid, like a lot of us, I was fascinated with King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I saw The Sword and the Stone from Disney, and then definitely when Excalibur came out in 1980, I loved the legend. I wanted to ensconce myself in everything King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. That's why I got into Dungeons & Dragons, so it kind of all comes around full circle. When I was living in the UK and I knew we were going to move back to Canada, I thought, right, I want to get in some places on my trips. I want to see some of the places connected to King Arthur. One of the big ones has got to be Glastonbury. That whole area, I mean, not only is it very popular with kind of the festival crowd and all that kind of stuff, but it has sort of connections to King Arthur. I mean, certainly well enough that it drew my attention, and I went and checked it out. So I went to Glastonbury Tor, which is this strange tower up on a hill. I guess it was used as a lookout tower or something like that. I wish I had some of my own pictures. I'm going to be putting in Google image search images here. I thought I had some photographs, but you know what? They weren't any with me in them because I was holding the camera. One with my brother. I don't think I can find them, so I'm just going to be putting in standard images from Glastonbury here, including when we went to, there's Chalice Well nearby Glastonbury Tor. And in there is allegedly one of the places that they had hidden the Holy Grail when Arthur and his knights came back from their quest. Sure, why not? Hence it's called Chalice Well. And the water that flowed out of the Chalice Well was apparently really, really delicious, high mineral content. And I bought a little plastic container. When I did my discussion of my Star Wars vacations, I also showed a little similar plastic container full of Hoth snow. Well, imagine the same thing, but this time just full of water. That was what had this source from the same well that they hid the Holy Grail in. Things to that effect. I remember drinking it and enjoying it a lot. I don't still have that plastic container, though. It's from decades ago. What I do have, though, I'm going to show off in this video. And that is actually next door, or down the street or so, Glastonbury Abbey, which is a very old abbey, a lot of really cool history to it, and among which is a really cool signpost that mentions here lies King Arthur and Guinevere. And I just remember thinking to myself, that is really, really cool. Probably not true, and I think a lot of scientists have kind of proven, yeah, I think monks of maybe the 12th century spread or fanned the flames of this being Arthur's last resting place to kind of get tourism or something. I don't know. But it worked on me because I got in here a little item from a gift shop. I can't remember where, but this is from Glastonbury Abbey, and this is a reproduction of a gravestone that says, here lies Arthur and Guinevere. So let's open it up. Haven't looked at this thing in years. But it's very, very cool, and it's got a D&D bent to it. So first of all, yes, here is a recreation with very old Latin? I don't know. It says in there. We'll say in a second. But yeah, you can see Hicia Kets Epv Lativ something. Rex, that one I recognize, the word Rex. Ah, there it is. Arturus. Yes, Arturius? Arturius? Something. Okay, so there is the the sort of reproduction of the headstone. Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, what's in here then? I thought I still had a sheet. Nope, that's everything. Okay, this is the piece of paper I was looking for. So let's pull this out and show you. Where do we got here? What do we got? Oh, wow. Okay, this is very old kind of, it's a reproduction or a photocopy of something that looks nice and old. I'm not going to read this whole thing. This video would take 10 minutes. What do we got at the top here? The two fair tops, that lofty scion grace, cedars of Limbinus, and all that... Ooh, I can't even make it out. One is the way, and one is the gate of... Okay, wow, this is all oldie-worldy down here. Anyway, so let's get on with what does this actually say, now that we can see the whole thing properly. Hic jacet sepultus inclitus rex Arturius, see I told you, in Insula Avalonia. Excerpt from Camden's Britannia, 1607. Here lies in a sepulchre the famous King Arthur on the island of Avalon. Note, a H is an N in the inscription, except the first H in hic, which I guess is here? Hic jacket, so H-I-C-J-A-C-E-T? I guess so, yeah. Hic jacket, sepultus inclitus, sepultus inclitus, rex Arturius, I told you. And in Insula Avalonia. Yeah, there you go. This, so Glastonbury kind of had this famous reputation of being the island of Avalon, where Arthur was eventually laid to rest, well, on a boat. And in fact, in the scene in Excalibur, he's on a boat with three maidens taking him to the island of Avalon. I guess the theory was that by the time the tides changed and the waters flowed away, Glastonbury was the island of Avalon, and it was the water had now vacated, so it was no longer an island, something to that effect. That was certainly the myth that I was enjoying as a kid, and so I absolutely had to get this. Yeah, it's a very cool little piece, very heavy too. What's it made of? I'm not going to bend it or anything, but I've had this since 1990, so this is an old piece, and I really liked it. And I just thought, yeah, you know what? It's got a D&D bent to it. Where I've just talked about some other vacation souvenirs, so why not show you this one that has a Dungeons and Dragons connection as well? All right, well, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.